With the upcoming battle between the USFL and the XFL battling for potential players and market value on the spring football world, I have put together a quick little backstory between the two teams. First off, we have the USFL. Brian Woods has just completed yet another season of the Spring Football League as the head CEO. In association with Fox, both parties would invest in a new weapon to control the area of spring football. Their secret weapon, the defunct league of the USFL. A little more about the Spring League. It was owned by Brian Woods in association with Fox later on. It offered rejected pro football players the ability to play football and get tape in order to go pro. Players like Johnny Manziel and Cavante Turpin played for these leagues. Because the trademarks and logos were floating around for the USFL, Fox bought them, and in association with the Spring League, they merged the intellectual properties of the USFL with the physical properties of the Spring League. The Spring League also had many players previously scouted and coaches ready to go. So as soon as the USFL started, it was pretty much changing all of those things from the Spring League to the USFL. With the USFL, it brought all the cities, gaining the city support and respect of the players. The USFL planned to bring the best players from the Spring League and the logos from the USFL together in only matrimony. It was announced in June 3rd, 2001, that the Spring League and the USFL would merge. And in 2021, November, the teams were announced, and finally in February, all the uniforms were revealed. And from there, the league hit the field, playing in Protective Stadium and Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama, as one city. April 16th was the first game, with a very wildly popular 3 million views on the first night. Most importantly, the league actually finished the whole season in an epic showdown between the Birmingham Stallions and the Philadelphia Stars. Birmingham won 33 over the Stars' 30 points. Now we move to the XFL 1.0. Vince McMahon, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, girls, bad football, gimmicks. The XFL was supposed to gather the support of over-the-top football, but instead, it looked more like scripted football instead of a quality game. Fast forward to 2017, the league has been dead for several years. Vince McMahon openly talked about bringing back the Football League. And in 2021, the XFL 2.0 era was born. It had college football legends like Landry Jones, Cardell Jones, and Josh Johnson. In this world, it took a far different approach from its punk-style predecessor. Vince McMahon did not want any controversy in his league. In his version of the league, everything this XFL did was to distance itself from the radical 2001 version. However, after the initial success of COVID-19 shut down the doors of the entire spring football and world, XFL 3.0, remember The Rock from the XFL 1.0? Well, he's back. For $15 million, he purchased the XFL in its entirety, I do believe, from Vince McMahon. From then, it has rebranded and posed for a comeback for the spring football market. Right here, we do talk about the dangers of football players playing in spring football leagues. The MLFB, Major League Football. This league stole several coaches from the XFL and USFL market during the coaching hiring process. It then folded, leaving players stranded in respective cities even before playing a single game of football in reality. Now, what is the potential war going to be about? What is the war even about? Your answer: quality players to be in the league. Shots have already been fired. The USFL has signed the majority of their players to 2-year contracts, virtually stealing all of the players from the XFL. However, standout quarterbacks like Brian Scott has been seen working out with other potential XFL quarterbacks. The main league war will be focusing right now about getting quality players to play in their league. I hope the XFL and USFL might be able to both succeed, but in actuality, neither might not. In another episode later on, I will be sending out more detailed analysis of this potential conflict coming out. Such things would be TV deals, player cities, and potential farm system leagues to the XFL and USFL. However, I do love you, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.